Hello guys and welcome back to another video, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the updated version of my tower guide. But before we get into the new graphic, I just want to talk about the previous iteration. So many people have mentioned how they don't have a certain exclusive guardian such as Jack Skellington, so I've now added alternative teams as well as the best teams in my opinion. The thought behind these teams are to use great guardians that will be helpful elsewhere as well as the current towers. It has also been updated with the addition of Wally and Simba. Dory and Violet are not in consideration, although Violet wouldn't be anyways because she doesn't have any of the 4 tags, but Dory could arguably get into the seafaring team, so keep that in mind. But let's move on to the updated graphic. So for the leader tower, the recommended team remains unchanged. I just love how well this team complements each other. You basically want to control Mr. Incredible, and both Scrooge and Skelly will boost his damage a lot and also give him a massive amount of health whenever you need it. But for the secondary team, I have replaced Skelly with Hero, which makes it more ideal for a range guardian because that range guardian will just do a massive amount of damage, so you could run Gaston, Hero and Scrooge. Some decent alternatives are Mickey to take the spot of one of the healers, or possibly Buzz for Gaston in the second team composition. Now moving on to high tech. The first recommended team is Zurg, Scrooge and Donald. This team works well because Donald takes the aggro off Zurg while he's basically just standing there and dishing out the damage, and Scrooge is just there to boost Zurg's damage through the roof as well as to heal the allies for a good amount of health. Now moving on to the second team, Minnie, Wally and Hero. This team works very well together because Minnie gains a lot of buffs and Hero basically supercharges them and makes them very strong through his core ability, while Wally has a talent which gives Minnie extra armor for when those buffs expire, which helps with her survivability while also just being a beast of a tank. Now moving on to the seafaring tower, you'll notice that Ariel is in both comps, and it's simply because there isn't any other worthwhile DPS guardian. There is Captain Hook, but he is complete trash. But I think the best comp is Ariel, Maui and Frank, but some people find it hard to play Frank just because it doesn't really suit their playstyle, so you could possibly switch out Frank for Jack Sparrow, although I would strongly recommend trying to get used to Frank first before you make the switch because he is very good. And the same is with Maui. You could possibly switch him out with Donald if you already have Donald up for the high-tech tower and you want to limit your resource expenditure. But now, finally, onto the royalty tower. The best team, in my opinion, is Ariel, Skelly and Simba. They work very well together. Ariel does great damage, Skelly makes that already great damage even better, and Simba has some great survivability, so you can just leave him to deal with the enemies by himself. But if you don't have Skelly or Simba, you'll be forced to run a melee double support team, which could be Snow White, Tiana and Belle. But if you already have Ariel leveled up, she slots into that team as well. And before Tal gets mad at me, you could switch out Evil Queen pretty easily into that team too. But again, this is all my opinion, and if you don't have all 3 of the guardians for the team comp, look at the left side of the graphic to try to pick a similar guardian, such as if you don't have Ariel or Snow White for royalty, you could bring in Scar. Hopefully the traits change, as it would be fun trying to figure out the best comps for a whole new trait. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.